Good evening, everyone. Hi. Let's give 2 or 3 minutes for others to join. Meanwhile, can you all please introduce yourself in the chat box, please? Whether you're a student or a working professional, how many years of experience, and what are you expecting from this master class, so that it would be really helpful for us to take it forward. Please introduce yourself in the chat box. Hi, Shiv. Okay, you're a student. Hi, Saranya. Please introduce yourself in the chat box. And what are you expecting from this masterclass? We can start in a minute or two. Great. Artificial intelligence. Yeah. Hi, Lakshmikant. Okay, most of them are students here. Okay, others, can you introduce yourself in the chat box, please? Hi, Anuj. Okay, we can slowly start and let others join the session. And you please keep introducing yourself in the chat box and what you are expecting from the masterclass. Hi, Manigandan. Hi, Anuj. Yeah. So a small introduction about AllPro trainings. This is Soumya from AllPro trainings. Yeah, and in AllPro trainings, we provide all IT related trainings and soft skill trainings and electrical and electronic training courses. So we have restructured our webinar from this month. So there will be one webinar and one paid workshop. So this will be the structure going forward. So what you're attending today is our free webinar, and after 2 weeks you will have the paid workshop. So this is the format that we are going to follow. If you're a constant follower of our master classes, please note it. And certifications will also be provided for the master classes that you're attending. Please be interactive, ask more questions, clear your doubts, ask the trainer about the technology, and ask us about the career opportunities that you have in this particular technology. Make the best use of this masterclass, this 1.5 hours. Make the best use of it and clear all your queries and doubts with us. And the trainer, being an expert, he would be very open to guide you on all of it. Yeah. And today we have our masterclass on robotic process automation, and our trainer will be Paranitharan. He is having 4 years of experience, and he has worked on RPA domain for all these 4 years. So it is best to get advice and knowledge from the expert himself. Yeah. And we also help in placement and job supports. and official certifications. We also help you train in that as well. And today we can start the session. Before that, I will explain you the agenda for today. So first 10 minutes will be participant introduction. Please introduce yourself so that we can serve you better. And next 45 minutes will be the webinar content and 20 minutes will be for queries. So whatever query you have, please do ask us and clear all your doubts. And 5 minutes will be for student guide, where we will give you an overview of how your training will be with AllPro trainings. And 5 minutes will be for APT offer, the offer that we have only for students who are joining today's masterclass. And 5 minutes will be for queries and feedback. Yeah. So over to you, Parinithan. Hi.
Hi everyone, this is Parinithan. So, am I audible? Yeah, thanks. So let me share my screen. Please do let me know if it's visible. So is my screen is visible? I couldn't see the chat, so please someone respond if you're good to go.
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah, thanks. So let me start. So today our topic is robotic process automation. So let's see the context of it. So we are going to see what is automation, why we need RPA, and advantages and a comparison of RPA, benefits of RPA, for what we need to implement the RPA, and the advanced topic in RPA, which is IPA, which is called Intelligence Process Automation, and RPA tools with some explanations, and future of RPA market, and how the jobs are in RPA market. So these are all the overall context for us in today's class. So let me move. So RPA, robotic process automation. So before we get into the robotic process automation, let me explain you guys what the automation is in general. What is automation? We will be making a system or a software or a piece of code to work instead of manual. That is called automation, right? So we'll be doing all a repeatable task by a system or a software to proceed the human activity. So in basic, it will replace the human. So a machine or a system that will do a task for us. So that is automation. So what is RPA? Robotic process automation. The same we are going to achieve, but in the general term of RPA, we will be achieve in general term of automation. We will be achieving the automation through a coding language, so that we can implement in the legacy system. So that's very traditional way of automation. So in RPA, what we do, we will be automating the task or projects by some tool. So in that tool, we will be having all the features to make the uh, task to get automated. So in general, we are going to use some tools to build our code for the automation. So this is the example. This is the explanations like robotic process automation. For robotic, if we implement the robot, it's going to mimic the human actions, which is going to replace the human. A system is going to work for human. That's all. Then process. Which mean we are going to automate end-to-end process, not a piece of process, a piece of activity in the complete process. What we are going to do, we are going to do end-to-end process automation, which is the explanation for robotic process automation. So why we need the automation? If you see this a picture here in our system, from left to right, I'll be explaining data from document, data manually processed into a system. So let me explain this one with an example. We are working in an insurance or some other finance kind of industry. So at the end of the day, what we do, we'll be collecting the data in an Excel sheet, or we will be getting the data from the PDF. So that we need to update in an application. So at the end of the day, once we get all the reports, so what we do, we will be checking the reports manually and we will be entering that into the application manually. So which is something like a data entry kind of job, from a document to a application. So these we are doing manually. So this will take some time. This may lead some inaccuracy of work, maybe some typing error may occur. So once we implement the RPA, how this is going to be. So once we implement the RPA, our robots will read the documents. Our robot will fetch the data from the documents, and it will update in the application. So data is going to be get processed by robot. So here robot is replacing the human. These are a few of the pros of RPA. Improved efficiency, the first one. As we discussed earlier, we once we implement the robot, it's going to be so accurate. It's not going to do any error that's been happened by manually. Maybe the typing error or some other kind of inaccuracy in manual works that can be removed. So that can be removed, and it will be so efficient in the performance and greater productivity. Obviously, it's just assume a piece of work is going to be achieved by human for 4 hours. Robot is going to perform it in 2 hours or 2.5 hours. As per my experience, I'm saying like with my previous projects, uh, it is like half of robot will take half of the time what human perform. So definitely it's going to be great productivity. So once it is productive, definitely we are going to save two things majorly. One is cost, another one is time. So that is the fourth one, cost saving and elimination of human error. Obviously, as it's so efficient in its work, the manual error that can be get removed. And no coding background. No coding background means, as we discussed earlier in the introduction of RPA, we are going to do the RPA. We are going to do the automation with some tools. So if we are using some XYZ tools, all the functionalities will be with that tool itself. So we don't want to do any coding and all. So we need to use the functionalities in that tool. We need to build the code for the automation. So it's generally going to be like a process design. That's all. And few cons were there. So I'll not say this one as a complete con, but let me explain. Not creative, and no judgment. Robot cannot be creative since we are going to build the code, build the program. It will perform what we programmed. So it will take decision whether yes or no, but it will not judge and perform on its own. That's one of the disadvantage of implementing RPA. But still, we can add the number of business cases to the RPA robot. So it will cover all of these business cases. So we'll be fulfilling our task, and minor change, design change will affect, which means that just assume we are performing some 5 steps to achieve a business process, but later on our business is getting changed. There is a sixth step is going to get added. So but robot will be programmed up to perform the fifth step. So in such case, what we need to do, we need to add the uh, sixth step activity to the robot. So we need to implement that. So if the business get changed, yeah, we need a rework on the robot. So that's one of the thing. So that's not a big deal. So we can cover one more business cases to achieve our task. So once we change that, yeah, again a reconfiguration is required. That's the benefits of RPA. Far more effective use of staff resources. Yeah, definitely. If we just consider if a team is having uh, some 10 members in a team. So if we implement the RPA in that team, so if we are going to automate their work. So once we implement the RPA, it will remove the 70% of head count. So out of 10, 7 people will be get removed from the team. So we can use it. It's not something like we are removing the human. It is like we are placing a machine to perform the human task. So those 7 members, we can utilize them in the different part of our organization. So we can use them effectively and enhance the customer interactions. The second point, if we are doing the work manually, at the end of the day, what we do, we will be sending the report to customer manually. But here we are implementing the robot to do the work. So robot will automatically create its own record, own report and send it to the customer. So that's the enhanced customer interaction. So robot will be interacting with the customers. It is sending them the report, what it has processed in a day, in a week or in a month. And a reference for legacy IT infrastructure. Yeah, in the traditional way, we will be building the core and we'll be scheduling it. Once we schedule, in certain scenarios, we need some external tools to monitor that job. But in RPA, we are having our own tool to monitor our own code. So, and the implementation and the deployment of code is also getting different and easier. And the reduced cost, which is directly proportional to the first point what we discussed. As we are removing the headcounts from the team, we can save the money. And larger staff, yeah, which is also the staff members can be split into the different team. We can use them effectively on other aspects. So improved analytics for workflow management, which is completely based on the RPA futures. Um, each and every tool having its own functionalities to fulfill the RPA, which is to fulfill the automation. So it's having some high-end technologies to cover the automation. So nothing can be get lacked. So it's so high in analytics and advanced governance, which mean we can see how many robots we can implemented, how it's performing, whether it's getting failed or it is achieving properly, and how many records it's getting processed in a day, and how many are incoming, how many are getting processed, and how many are getting failed or exception. So those things we can get it in a per bar chart manner. So we can easily find out the efficiency of the robot using the governance and improved scalability and better security. Security in means of like just assume we are going to implement some bank portals and all. Okay, so a bank portal have a username and password. We need to store it somewhere. So our tools, our RPA is providing the better security to provide those confidential data. So it's having some better security, and RPA it's a heavy competitors for other technologies too. And we are getting entering into the topic called IPA, which is intelligence process automation, which is a high end of RPA, we can say. So using the IPA, what we can work with and achieve. So we can implement the APAs. APAs is like yeah, functionality, which is like a predefined functionalities for a application that we can use in the automation to perform our task. And intelligence OCR, which is like an engine. So that help us in implementing the image based automation, so that helps. So we can also implement the natural language processing NLP, integrate with the RPA to perform the task. And also these are all the features that is going to get implemented with the RPA in future, like speech recognition, sentiment analysis, and machine learning technologies too. So the same, so all these concepts, intelligence process automation, which will come under the artificial intelligence and machine learning. So these are all the things like uh, recognition of voice, expressions is like we will be commenting in our some pages in social media, like comment maybe like sad or a happy one, or greeting someone. So those kind of things can also be uh, analyzed, and the reply can be made by robot accordingly. So that is called expressions. And this artificial intelligence can be get achieved by deep learning and machine learning. So that's the same one has been explained here too. And these are all the tools that we have in RPA majorly. So for ERP systems, we have Redwood and Capo. Based on the system based, we will be having the automation tools, but all major part of system can be covered in this one, the last one, core RPA capabilities, which is in the blue color here. So tools get involved here is Automation Anywhere, Blueprism, UiPath, WorkFusion, and Crayon System, and Jodaka. So we will see few tools here in the further slides. This is the origin of those tools. Blue Prism tool has been came into the market of 2001, and Openspan, Pega, which is on 2004, UiPath on 2005, Automation Anywhere on 2003, and IRPA, which is the advancement of RPA. So all these four, Blue Prism, Openspan, UiPath, Automation Anywhere, these four are the major trend setters in RPA. So as per the market trend, we are seeing the slide, how the tools are being get used. So if you see the blue color, which is the Automation Anywhere, which is second in the list. So these it's on the second level of people are preferring the Automation Anywhere to use implement the automation. So Automation Anywhere is on second rank, and UiPath is on the third one. So highly used RPA tool is blueprism. So people are preferring RPA, blueprism to implement the RPA. So blueprism tools has been widely used in the domains like retail, telecom, finance, insurance, banking sectors. Since it is highly secure one, so people are preferring the blueprism here. It is not something like other tools were not up to the level, but people were preferring the tool based on their systems, we can say. So the future of RPA, and these are the few of the states that what we have predicted as per the RPA market in the past years. So at the end of 2019, 10% of US job has been lost, but at the same time, 3% of equivalent jobs will be created, which means implementing the robot has removed 10% of people from our work. But once we implement the RPA robot, we need to take care of it. Take care means maintenance and support work we need to do for the robot. So in order to do so, 3% of equivalent work has been created in RPA. Exactly saying. So also for Forster is the company which estimated by end of 2021 4 million robots has been implemented in different organizations, and this has been also done by end of 2021. Also one of the major reason for implement people are going for RPA is it once it getting implemented, we can save the huge amount of cost. So that's one of the major reason. So by end of 2030, we can expect some 60% of our workforce can be get a reduction. In all those places, RPA robots will be get implemented. And a few other is like RPA business will go in high means of cost by 12 billion in 2023. So a major of European countries and US has been implementing this RPA technology into their organizations. And these two are for your reference based on the previous results of RPA. So these are the few, not few, big companies that has implemented the RPA. We can see here all top MNCs and Big Four and Microsoft and Google too has implementing the RPA majorly. So just we are going to see one of the tool called blueprism about its infrastructure and functionalities. As a sample, as we have discussed, blueprism, UiPath, and Automation Anywhere is the market top level RPA tools. So we'll take blueprism as a sample and see how its functionalities are going to be. So as we earlier discussed, Blue Prism has been introduced. Blue Prism company has been founded on 2001, and the product release has been done on 2003. So from 2003, people have started using Blue Prism, started developing the robots using the Blue Prism, and the functionalities in this tool has been achieved by .NET framework. So tool will be all the features of a .NET framework can be integrated with this tool So we can use those functionalities for developing our robot. And what are all the systems can be get automated using the Blue Prism? And these are all the few, like web-based, Java-based, window-based, and mainframe and SAP systems are also can be automated using the Blue Prism. Uh, for example, if you want web means whatever we load in a browser like HTTP. If any application that we get loaded in the browser, that is called web application. And Java, the application is being developed by Java language, especially that's called Java based application. Windows level application means the system what we have in our desktop, especially for example, we can say like a calculator, which is the uh, Windows application. So same kind of system can be automated. And mainframe, that's a mainframe system, which is the legacy server, where the applications will be slight different, not slight, completely different comparing with the web. So Blue Prism, which is having the work distribution and queue management, which is like robot can have its own reference of processing the customer data. It will be adding the data into its queue, which will be the record for its own. So it will process one by one, which is the queue management topic. And libraries, tools, runtime environments for RPA, which is called library, is something like predefined functions that we have in the tool itself. And runtime environment, where we implement the robot, make a system to implement the robot and run the robot. Uh, and majorly in Blue Prism, we have two parts, which is Process Studio and Object Studio. Let me explain the Object Studio first. Object Studio is the place where we will be interacting with the applications. So for example, uh, uh, if you want to book a train ticket, what we do, we will be accessing the IRCTC portal, right? So that interface, if we are doing that task manually, what we do open the browser, launch that application, enter username, password, and go to the main page of the application and enter the start and destination, place, dates, and amount, and what compartment we want, and finally we will book the ticket. So for which, as we are doing manually, we know what we need to do. But in means of robot, that interaction, we need to enter data, click some buttons in the applications. So that interactions will be made with the help of Object Studio. So Object Studio is mainly used to interact with the applications. And process studio which help us to design the process flow means, as we explained earlier, to book a train ticket, what we do, open browser, enter username, password, log in into it to the application, and do the data entries work and submit. So these design, this is the process design. So this is the process we do to book a ticket. So these design will be done in Process Studio. So that's the main purpose of Process and Object Studio in Blue Prism. So as we discussed earlier, no code we are going to develop. We are going to use the features, functionalities in the tool itself. We are going to build the code. So it's going to the code will be going to be like a flowchart one. And also this is the one of the major advantage of going for the RPA. If you are implementing the automation using the legacy systems, using the traditional way of automation, it may take more time to implement a automation. But if we go for RPA, as already futures has been already predefined in the tool itself, we can use those functionalities, features. So we can, it will take very less time for the development of a single automation. So on an average, even the medium level project can be developed by using between 3 to 4 weeks of time. If it is a complex, maybe it will take up to 6 weeks of time. So it will be very less span. This is the interface of Blue Prism in means of Process Studio. So this is how the interface looks. If you see at the left hand side of the panel, where we have all these stages, which will be which are the features which help us to develop our code. And if you see in the middle of the panel, where we developed our code, which is in the flow chart manner, like a one by one activity, which is the process design. So our flow chart will look like this. So these are the major customer and client companies who they are preferring the RPA, and who they are fulfilling their expectation using the RPA. So Accenture, Capgemini, Deloitte, EY, PwC, KPMG. So they are the major people. They are collecting all the RPA projects, and they are implementing for their clients. So certifications in RPA, it will get differ based on the tools, but in speaking generally, if you say, it will be like of fundamentals and a developer. Fundamentals is like what are all the features are in each and every tool. If it is a Blue Prism, what are all the features are there in Blue Prism tool to make a task to get implement. So few features of application, that will be the fundamental certifications. And after developer level certifications will be there, and architect level up certifications will be there. So certifications will get differ based on the experience. So if you are new to this domain, we need to do the fundamentals, and after the developer level, and once we get a pro level in RPA, we can go for the solution architect. So not a solution, technical architect level certifications. So that's all about from my end. So we can discuss if any queries. I do stop staring my screen. So any questions?
Hi, Karini. There are three questions in the chat. Can you see them?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't check that one. Let me check.
Yeah, couple of questions.
What does, sorry, my chat got loaded just. What does Kofax tool use for? Kofax tool is also, we can you implement that in all the business processes, like wherever we have these general applications like Excel based or web based or Windows based application. That depends on the people choice, what a client need based on their data. So it's been used earlier. So as per the recent trends, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, and UiPath. Which tool is better for RPA? Yeah, as we discussed, it's purely depend on the client requirement. I want the automation in UiPath, I want the automation in the Blue Prism, or in Automation Anywhere. So that's depend. But in my point of view, I would say a Blue Prism will be the easiest one to get implement, because in that tool itself we can develop, we can schedule, we can monitor. And if it is a UI part, we need to develop the tool, and we need to monitor it in another place, where in a web we need to in connect our robot to web, and then we need to monitor. So bb Blue Prism will be the simpler one for all implementations, even for development, also for the implementation of robot. No, we don't need any programming languages. All these tools were means UiPath and Blue Prism were developed with .NET, C Sharp technologies frameworks. So we'll be having it futures in it. So we can reuse it. For example, if we say, uh, if you want to work with the Excel, we'll be having some predefined objects. We'll be having the predefined objects in it, so we can work with. And if you want to work with any web applications, we'll be having that options too, so we can utilize that one. So using those features, we can achieve the automations. So we don't want to rely on any programming languages. Demo, I'm sorry, I'm not in the position to show the demo, since I've been attending this session from another laptop. About the placement and future options, frankly speaking, at start of 2018 and 2019, all MNCs has implemented the RPA, but later on by 2021 and 22, even the startup level companies has gone to RPA. They were implementing the automations using RPA. So it's going to be the huge one for the vacancies and positions for going for the RPA. Also, as a personal choice, what we want to do, we want to start learn one tool. So one tool.
This meeting is being recorded.
if we start learning the one tool and start working
The
on it,
recording has stopped.
so uh, we will know the futures in it, and we can understand what is automation by basic. So maybe the tool interface maybe get differ based on the UiPath, blueprism, and automation anywhere, but automation going to be get same in all those tools. So more than learning the tool, we need to understand, we need to learn automation first. So if we learn that, we can implement the same automation by using the other tools. So it will be so easy learning the tools. So all we want to concentrate as a primary level is we need to understand what is automation, how we need to implement the automations. So that's the very basic one in means of learning, I'm saying.
Any more questions? You can post it on the chat box. Okay, Parani, thanks for this wonderful session. I don't think there are any other queries. You've addressed all the questions that was asked. And thanks for this wonderful webinar as well.
Yeah, thanks much. Thanks.
Let's move on to the next session where I'll be explaining about the methodology that we will be following in AllPro trainings. Yeah, before that, I would want to share a video. Yeah, I'll be sharing the link for feedback in some time. So before that, I would want to give you an idea about what AllPro trainings is. So let me share the student feedback of AllPro trainings. So this is one of our Selenium students review. She had a very good package. She got placed with a good package in an MNC after getting trained from us. She was totally new to the testing background, but then she learned how to do it, and she got a very good placement as well. And this is one review from Python student. So Python and data science, she took both of the courses and she excelled really well. And she is working as a software developer in one of the MNCs. And this is one of our Blue Prism students review. So she has taken training from us, and she almost was guided till the end. She got placed by our team and our trainers, and she was very much happy with the outcome as well. And this is one of our UiPath student who got trained recently, and we cleared all the interviews and even held 2-3 offers for UiPath. And this is one of our review from SQLDBA student. So he was totally from a non-IT background, but still managed to learn the technology well, and he cleared the interviews. Yeah, so these are some of the reviews. You have reviews in Google business page, so you can go and check that as well. And we have a feedback videos also on our YouTube. You can go and check those reviews as well. Since we have many reviews, we cannot show it on the masterclass. And this is students guide. We call it as AllPro trainings 5 forces. So simple learning methodology, students recall, creative explanation, fingertip materials, and additional bonuses. Going forward, I will explain each one of these. So simple learning methodology. So each class would span for 75 minutes, and it will be divided into 6 sessions. First session will be for 10 minutes. You will revise yesterday's class and you will clear all your doubts. So the trainer will give you certain tasks that you'll have to work on, and you can clear the doubts. And session 2 will be for 20 minutes, that will cover that particular day's topic. And session 3 will be for 15 minutes, that will be given for you to practice what was taught. So everything is going to be an hands-on experience. Here we believe that only when you practice, your learning is better than being a theoretical one. Theoretical one is available everywhere, but doing it practically and getting it checked with an expert is something working better for everyone. So session 4 will be for 15 minutes. Again, some topics will be covered. And session 5 will be for 10 minutes. Again, you will practice what was taught in the class. And session 6 will be for 5 minutes. You will recall the entire thing that was taught on that particular day with the trainer. And we will also create a separate group for you, and you can clear all your doubts there. So this is the learning pyramid, where if you see from the internet and study, your learning is like 30% or 50%. But when you do it with the trainer and you know how to do it within a hands-on practice, then the learning is much more better. You will be in a position to teach it to one of your peers, so that the learning is like shared and you know where you are standing. Creative explanation, e-learning, e-coaching, collab learning, and virtual classroom. So we will be explaining each one of these. So we follow something called as OneNotes. OneNotes is where you will be given all your study materials. So whatever the trainer is going to give you will be given in the OneNotes, and each day topic will be also given in OneNotes, where you can refer anytime, even after the course, when you're appearing for an interview after 1 or 2 years also, that would be really helpful. We have had students referring OneNotes even now for them what we have given. So we follow something called as mind map. So mind map is something where the trainer will just guide you on what are your weaknesses and what are your strengths. So the trainer will give more importance to topics that needs to be understood, and he'll make sure that you're very strong in those particular topics. So most frequently asked interview topics, or most frequently practiced topics in MNCs at work. So those will be identified, and if you're okay with it, it's fine. If you're not, he will give you more guidance on it. So we will make sure you understand every topic that is being taught. So we, apart from the live sessions classes, we also give you more information. We give you diagrammatic representation class notes, which will be easier for you to understand the concept. And we will also give you class notes and OneNotes, as I told you, where you can access it anywhere during the interviews or after your college. You can just go through it. That would be very helpful. So everything will be given in OneNotes, and you will be given a drive access as well. And this is only for the students, and you can use it exclusively. As and when you have queries or you're appearing for interviews, you can let us know. The trainer will upload the necessary materials for you in the drive. That in that way you will be able to clear things. And fingertip materials, we will also give you video recordings that of the session that is being taken for you, and class notes and documents and software. So software, even if it's licensed software, you will be given a licensed software. You can install it in your local machine and start practicing from day one. Class day one will be your installation day, where you will install and start with the sample code. That is the first thing that you'll be doing. And from second day on, you will be practicing codes or whatever is needed for that particular course. And additional bonuses, as we say, free interview session. So if you're a student, we will have a mock interview kind of a thing. You can have n number of free interview sessions. And even if you're attending an interview from an MNC, you can let us know the job profile and description and tell me, hey, please help me for this job. Then we will be able to take you to the right trainer and get you trained for that particular technology and job role. The interview sessions will be for job specific thing. So depending on the job role, we will guide you. And resume preparation. Resume, right after you complete the course, we will help you with the sample resume. It will be automatically sent to your email ID. You can create your own resume and get it verified from us and the trainer if it is good to go for appearing for an interview. And lifelong community support. So once you become a student, you will have n number of supports from us, job support or certification. If you want to do it even in the future after 1 year, you can let us know. We will share you the necessary materials to clear those certifications. And job strategies or logics you want to know, you can reach out to us. We will get it from the trainer. And professional certification guidance, it will be for all our students. So this is lifelong. So once you take Java, then Java certification, then you want to do Angular, you will be guided for that as well. Job links we will be posting in our community group. We have a separate group for our students. There we will provide you all the job links. So in that job links, you can go and apply. And if you find any job in any of the MNCs and you want someone to refer from our trainers group, we will also refer you for various technologies. We have so many referrals there in MNCs. So you can let us know, like for Python, please refer me in some MNC. We will be happy to refer you as well. And LinkedIn recommendation, once you complete the course, you can let us know. Start recommending me in LinkedIn. Then all our team members and trainers will start recommending you for that particular technology. In that way, you will get more recognition in the LinkedIn network, where people generally look for candidates. So that is one thing that we follow in AllPro trainings. Yeah. So today we have a special offer for all the people who joined this webinar. So just want to say this will be only till 9 p.m. today. And this offer can be used by only people who have joined this webinar. I can see 21 people here. So it is only for you. So people coming from outside will be charged differently. So training model, we follow something as a full course model, where the training will be via Skype or Zoom. The normal training hours that we follow is 35 to 40 hours. Each course will take at least 35 to 40 hours of hands-on training, and it will go for 30 classes. Minimum 1 month you will need to completely know about the technology. But it is not like after 35 hours or 40 hours the course is done. If your learning capability is different, or you want some more time to get one technology to understand one topic better, we will definitely extend it till you understand. So it is not like after 1 month you are done with the course. Even after that, if you have any doubts, you can reach out to one of our admins there, and they'll help you correct I mean with the correct solution to your problem. Yeah. So till you finish the course and you're confident, we will be giving you the opportunity to learn. After 50% of course completion, we generally ask our students to appear for interviews. So once you start appearing, you'll know what are the questions being asked, how should I perform, where am I lacking. You can collect all those data and come to the trainer and us, and let us know that you need some guidance on these places where I'm not able to give proper answer for this question. Then the trainer will be able to guide you better. So after 50% course completion, start appearing for interviews. We will give the resume, sample resume, and you can start applying. And we will also refer you to companies that have openings at that time, and you can complete by the end of the course you can have a job at hand. uh, you can start appearing for interviews. You will be able to crack it easily with the help of the trainer and the team. So what, can you all guess the course market price in the chat, please? For RPA, generally, if you have gone somewhere and researched about it, what would be the course cost for RPA? Can you guess the course fee for RPA market price? What would be the course fee? Just a random guess should work. If you have gone through the courses, you can let me know. And class timings will be totally flexible. Okay. So depending on your availability, we will make sure the trainer is also available. Because you should be in a proper focus mode to learn the technology. So you can let us know when you will be available and fresh to learn. So we will make sure the training is kept in that particular time. Yeah. That we will be flexible. That's why we don't like batch people. Even in one batch, we make sure it's like 2 to 3 people, so that the entire focus is on the students. So we have multiple batches starting for just one technology with three people in each batch. In that way, we are able to place more students actually, and they are learning very much better than the model that we had before. So we are following that. So course market price, as you would have seen in other places, is somewhere between 25 to 30K. With a licensed software, they charge you this much. With hands-on training, which would go for 3 months. So 3 months, we have definitely taken the pain to create a syllabus for a month's time, where you will completely understand what is needed for an industry, what is needed for you to get placed in that particular technology. So this, we have curated the syllabus with the help of experts, and we have seen better results. So the market price that they generally say is 25 to 30K, which we are not going to offer for you people who joined today. I'll be sharing the feedback link. Once you fill the feedback link, you will be getting the certificate. So can you guess the AllPro trainings price in the chat box, please? Okay. You can see someone saying 12K. 10K. Okay. Someone. Okay. Okay. So AP training price, if we give it at 17K, would you take this course? You can put it in the chat box. Yeah, you can ask your doubts in the chat box. I'll clarify it. Okay, I can see the response as no mostly. Okay, and this is something that we are not going to give you at this price. Definitely not 70K. Okay. Yes. They automate everything that is there in the market. So artificial intelligence, they also use RPA. If you have any doubts, you can reach out to me. I will connect you with the trainer. He can guide you better on that particular part. But definitely it will be useful for you when you are into robotics. Yeah. So today, for people who've joined this webinar, you have 60 minutes discount generally, but I give you till 9 p.m. today. Yeah, till 9 p.m. This offer will be valid for people who join this masterclass. So RPA course would be 10K only. So this we are giving at a slashed price and at a discounted price, and this will involve all the license software, your training, your placement guidance, and referrals and certifications if you are doing it in the future. Everything is like for lifetime. So all that you need to do is come and reach out to us and say, yes, I need help in this. So that is the only thing that we expect from you, because unless and until you tell us what you need at that particular time, we won't be knowing. So if you say tomorrow is my interview, come and help me for this interview, then we will be happy to help you. We'll make sure you are getting the right guidance. So all that we expect is you to come and reach out to us. We will definitely help you and will make sure you get the best career opportunities and placements. Yeah, and any other doubts, generally what we do is once you make the payment, we will create a WhatsApp group. So in that WhatsApp group, you are a team and the trainer will be there. So any doubt that you have regarding the technology or anything, you can let us know, and we will guide you better. So if you have any small doubt also, you can get it clarified on the same day. You don't have to wait till the next session where it starts. Okay, so that is one thing that we would want to know. We would know, and this is the link to make your payment. And I'm giving an option of making a payment of 1,000 to start with. You can block your seats, and rest of the thing you can pay later when you're joining the course. For today till 9 p.m, if you want to learn the course, you can just pay 1K and let us know that you've paid. We will create a group, we will add the trainer, and we will start the course for you. So generally every Sunday we start a new course, and if you're like interested to join, we can start the course on Sunday, and you can let us know when you want to have the trainings, like timings and other things. We will be able to work it out with the trainer and make sure you're learning at the particular time you want to learn. Yeah. For today, the course cost would be 10K till 9 p.m. I can give you an option to pay 1K to start with, and the rest you can pay by tomorrow or day after once the course has started. Okay, so this is the discount that we have for today, 10K. This I'm sure that you will be able to get all the support from our team. Okay, so you can reach out to any of the team members in the WhatsApp group and tell me I need this help. That's all. We will be there to guide you. Yeah. And as students, we want you to be curious. We want you to just go through other job sites and know what opportunities are there. Being RPA, I'm sure that there are more opportunities in the market, and in the future everything will be automated and very fewer people will be in the IT side where they'll do repeated tasks. So this is something which is like right now booming, and right time for you to get into this technology. Unlike other technologies, uh, programming technologies, this is something where it's new and not many people know about it. But when you learn it properly, you are guided properly for the interview, you'll be able to crack it. So your 60-minute discount will be full course 10K till 9 p.m. today. At least you can make 1K payment and block your seats. We will get your class started, and access and other notes, everything will be shared for you. Yeah. So this is the offer that we have. I'm not keeping it as 60 minutes. You can take time till 9 p.m. today. And special bonus, free interview sessions, any number of interview sessions, you just have to reach out to us and say, I need one interview session for this particular job role in this company, so that we are preparing you for the correct role and correct company profile. So that is really important when you're preparing for an interview. Each company will expect something from you. So you should be really specific in preparing for that particular company. And resume preparation also, we will help you with what needs to be there on the resume. Yeah. And third one, certification. This is lifelong. So certification, once you get into the industry, you will have to do many certification to prove you better from your peers. So in that way, we will help you with any number of certifications. And even after 2 years, you're appearing for an interview and want guidance from one of our trainers, you can reach out to us. We'll be happy to help. And lifelong community support, I said, not just during the course, even after the course, any number of years after the course also, we'll be helping you. Your special advantages, you can clear query anytime with the trainer. So we will create a group. It's only private for the student and the trainer. You can clear all your queries with the trainer, be it for an interview or for an internship or for something related to your work. You can ask the trainer all your queries. And training at your preferred time. This is something which we are very particular about, because that's when your learning is at maximum. So only when you're learning at your preferred time, your learning is better. So we train you at your preferred time, and recorded videos. All the live trainings will be recorded and given to you. Job links, as I said, we will provide all the job links. You can just go and apply for it, and the trainer from his side also will provide you job links, where he can go and refer you for that particular role under his team or in his organization. If anything is there, he'll refer you. Yeah. Salary prediction, generally it is 3.3 lakhs for a fresher. But if you have a hands-on experience and you say you will be able to create bots, you will be able to work on RPA logics, then you can take it from 3.9 as a fresher. Once you clear all the certifications, and certifications you can clear by the end of the course, you can prepare and clear. That should not be a problem. You will, even if it's a startup or an MNC, with all the required thing, you can land the job at 6 lakhs. Yeah. Nowadays they look at whether you have the knowledge for that particular technology. If you're able to show them that you can handle this particular technology, you will be placed with a very good salary. We will also help you with how to negotiate with the salaries. There are some tips and tricks that we can use to negotiate with multiple offers. We will also guide you on how to do it. Once you have the stuff, once you know what the technology is, how you can work on that technology, that level of confidence will build up by the end of the course. Yeah. So one small step can change your life. I think people who joined today would have known at least what RPA is and how it can be used, whether you will be able to choose this as your career. So make the best choice, and make sure that you have the best learning experience. Okay. And if you have any doubts, you can reach out to us on WhatsApp, and we will guide you better. So as I said, today till 9 p.m. I can, for interested students, I can make it 1K. You can make the payment and send the screenshot to us. We will be starting the batch from tomorrow. So every batch will have its own timings, and the trainer will be able to match to your preferred timings. So any other questions, you can put it in the chat box. I'm just once again copying it. You will be getting your certificate within 1 week of filling the feedback form. So I'm sending the feedback form link right now. So you can fill it, please fill it correctly so that you get the e-certificate. Okay. So I've shared the feedback form link. Please note it down. It won't be shared anywhere else. So please fill it properly and submit the form. And if you have any queries, you can ask now regarding the course or anything else. You can ask me now. Otherwise, we can end the session for today. So you have any questions? And someone had asked about the artificial intelligence. If you can reach out to us, it would be great. I can just connect you to the trainer, and I can let you know. You can reach out to me. This is my WhatsApp number. You can reach out to me, and that will definitely work, I think, as per the logic. So you can reach out to me, and I'll let you know what can be done. Yeah. And today till 9 p.m. I'm extending this offer. It is 10K, and you can pay 1K as per blocking your seat for the course. From tomorrow, the classes will start depending on the timings and everything. We will batch students. Batching will be for 3 people in one batch. So that is the max that we follow, because the learning is better, and as you learn with a peer, the learning is more, and you know how to crack interviews. You can discuss, and it's better that way. Yeah. So any other questions? Even when you have missed one class, we make sure it's retaken during the weekends. So that is also available. Even after the course is completed, you just want to revisit the entire thing later, You can let us know when a new batch starts. You can be a silent listener. You cannot actively participate in the batch, but you can be a silent listener and learn more from that particular technology. We have this option also. So future, if there is some changes in that technology, you can just add to one batch and see how the batch is. So these are only for our students. Yeah. So a number of batches you can join and see what is new in that particular technology that can be done. No issues. So any other questions, you can put it in the chat box, or we can close this session for today. Okay. I don't see any questions. Okay, thanks. Yeah, please make the best use of this opportunity, and we will meet in the sessions and course. Yeah, any other questions, you can reach out to us on WhatsApp. We will be there to guide you better. Okay, and any other questions, you can reach out to us on WhatsApp, no issues. And the course will be starting from tomorrow, and you can join the course and get all the support and guidance from our team and the trainer. As I said, you will have to just come to us and say this is what you need, and that will be fulfilled from our team and the trainer. So thanks everyone. Have a good weekend. And any doubts, you can reach out on WhatsApp. Okay. Thanks. Make a wise decision, and thanks. Thanks all.